Hey guys, and welcome to Jade Coloring. This is my favorite part of the month where I share what I colored for the month of October. I'm pretty excited to show y'all what I colored. I did manage to get a pretty good stack of books colored, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And I don't know, it's just my favorite time of the year to color. Kind of getting a little bit colder out, so I can kind of sit down and, you know, do a little coloring and just have fun with it. Go ahead and show you the PDF first. This is a Patreon page by Eva Nankunen. It's one I've had for a while now because I have a lot of her Patreon PDFs. I was pretty happy with how all the fall colors turned out. I was worried I was kind of using too many fall colors, but I think it still turned out pretty cool. I was trying to go for a different color scheme for the witch hat and her outfit. Thought it would be really cool to go with like a light green and then like a really light yellow, cream color almost. And it was easy to use those light colors because this is, I want to say toned gray paper. I think. I can definitely tell if I have them up next to each other, if one's the toned tan paper and one's the toned gray paper, but I think this one's the gray paper. Always fun working with that paper because, you know, the colors really pop. So it's like pretty fun to color on. I really didn't know what color to do her cup here. The name of the page is The Perfect Brew, so it's pretty cute. She's got her nice little coffee here. But I decided to kind of incorporate the blue to go with her eyes, and I think it turned out pretty good. Give you a little bit of a closer look. I was very happy to have this one done. I think I started on it last year, so it's always nice to have a whip finished. And I've really been liking coloring in Cute and Creepy coloring book by Camelia de Erico every year for Halloween. They're just on the simpler side almost, so it is fun to, this is the one I did last year, but I did the other one on the other side this year. It's just really fun. I feel like they don't take as long sometimes. I think I did this in one day because I did use paint for the background. I was just kind of going for it with the paint colors. I just got 5 different paint colors and really went with it. I was just going to do black, but then I didn't want to do too much because the cat is a black cat, so I didn't want to do too much black. And I did kind of like a real shimmery folk art. I think it was in Violet Flash for the center part here. And I really like how you can kind of just make out the pumpkins in the background and some of these paints, like the orange one and the green one. But yeah, it was really fun. I was really happy to color this one and kind of experiment with the paints for the background. I just took like tape and just kind of taped out certain areas and then just colored them in. I almost did this one, but I ended up going for the little cat. I did manage to, because I'm messy, get paint on this side, unfortunately, but I think I can work around it. This was the color along I did for Halloween on my channel. It was in the Misfits coloring book number 6 by Whitestack. And there are lots of really nice, spooky images in this book. I've wanted to do this one for a while, and I finally ended up finishing it, or starting on it for the color along. I just thought all the pumpkins were adorable, and I really liked the girl. I thought it was super cute, her Halloween costume. I had fun experimenting with different colors for the pumpkins. Like, I think my favorite pumpkin is this little guy here. He's kind of like black and green colors. And then kind of different like pink tones for that one. It was just fun doing all different kinds instead of just the, orange pumpkin. And I couldn't tell, but I thought these little guys right here look like radishes, but I don't know. So I just colored them kind of a purpley, pinky red color and hoped that would make sense. But I think my favorite part in the page is the green and the purple. I thought that was a really cool color combo together. I was pretty happy with that. I thought about doing black, but I knew I wanted to do the, I used an acrylic paint background in the folk art, I think licorice, so I didn't want to do that because it would have not shown up very well. And I don't think I've ever really done a hair color, kind of this purpley reddish color. I was worried at first. I didn't think it looked very good, but as I went on, I think it kind of looks like, it belongs. So it was a really fun one. I was really happy to do a color along for y'all, for y'all on this one, because it was a really cute one. I like the little pumpkin hat. I don't know if it's so much a hat or she just took a pumpkin and put it on top of her head, but either way, it's cute. But there's that one from Misfits. I did one in Matchstick Mouse. This is an autumn coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. I actually did my first buddy color with this page with a Be Cozy. It was such a cute page. I almost forgot about this book, and I'm glad that she wanted to do a buddy color. So I would color in this page for this month because it was so fun and cute coming up with the different combinations. I love coloring the mouse's hat a different color every time. I wish I knew how to knit or crochet whatever the little mouse is doing, because I think it would be another really fun hobby to have, but I'm not very good at it. Yeah, I colored this little guy. I tried to make kind of the ground look a little bit like kind of moss covered, so there wouldn't be so much brown, but I didn't want to do too much green either. But I had a lot of fun coming up with the different colors for this. It is a very cozy page. And I will show y'all Bee's picture. Hers turned out really cute. I thought the orange and the dark colors really worked together, and it was just really beautiful. I was so happy to do a buddy color with Bee, and but yeah, I just thought it was a lot of fun, and thanks again, Bee, for letting me join in on the buddy color. And I did one in this book, the Halloween page. This one was probably close to being my favorite. I may say that about every page, I don't know. I always have just as much fun doing each page, but I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was super cute. I had fun doing kind of softer colors, or at least I tried for this page, and I used the Distressed Ink Oxides for the background, like the darker ones, and then I went in with the lighter one around the moon just to kind of make it look a little bit lighter in the center. I did kind of struggle with trying to keep the stars not from being covered up, but I'm not too worried about it. I really loved doing each of their costumes. That was so sweet. It was just a sweet page, and I think I used Karen Dash Pablo's, I know, with this one, and also a little bit of like sparkly gel pen for the stars on like the wizard mouse here. So that was fun too. They did have Happy Halloween across the page up here, and you can just barely make it out anymore because the oxide ink did cover it up, unfortunately. But I didn't trust that I could go in and trace it well enough, and I was afraid of having really messily written Happy Halloween on the top of the page, so I just thought I'd just leave it as it is. So I wasn't too fussed about it, but super cute page. I was very excited to finish this one. I really liked the big pumpkin too, but I think I've colored enough pumpkins for the rest of the year. I say that every year, but I'm really happy at the start of the month to color pumpkins, but by the end of it, I'm kind of tired of coloring pumpkins, I guess. Then I did one in, I actually forgot I did one in the Zon Von Zed book in Ladies of Leisure 2. This is one that I kind of did her skin as a marker base, like maybe even a couple years ago, but I never finished it. If I can find it. I never finished it, and I finally ended up picking it back up and finishing it. And I was really pleased with how this one turned out. I thought it looked really cool. I do regret a little bit not going down a little bit further, like here, kind of past her waist with the, I just used Folk Art, I think it was Midnight Blue maybe, matte paint for the background, just something simple. But I regret not going down further, but I was trying to avoid having to use the paint like in amongst the kind of more stringy parts of her shirt. So, but I still like how it turned out. I really liked how the orange and the purple worked out together. Something about her books, I just love coloring the clothing and coming up with different and more unusual color palette or schemes, because I like to branch out my comfort zone with those. I tried to make kind of, I guess it's like a coffin, like look a little bit like tufted, if that's the word. I don't know. Like, you know, the padding in the back. As best I could. I think I went in with ended up going in with like quite a bit marker base for the whole thing practically. And I did end up unintentionally matching her eyes to her hair. But I think it works. Because she's kind of, you know, otherworldly looking, like Vampire Lady. And I used just a tiny bit of silver gel pen because she's got this kind of, I guess it's a tooth. I don't know. I used white Posca to kind of bring the white out in that, but I used the silver gel pen for the chain, and then just went in with like Prisma grays for the coffin wood. And I think I used pretty much only Prisma. But yeah, another one done in a Zon Von Zed book. I always have to look back because I can't ever remember what comes first with her name, but I did do an accident at the top. I was moving something and I tore the top of the page. I was a little bummed out about that, but I don't know why I had to bring it to y'all's attention, but I did do a little bit of a tear there. Kind of give you a closer look. But yeah, such a fun page. I really enjoyed this one too. Okay, I got 2 more left to show y'all. I did do one in Reptiloids coloring book, and I was really happy with how this one turned out. I was kind of going for like a purple color scheme with like green, and I think it turned out really nice. The ribbon took, I feel like, longer than it should have, but I did finally finish this one. For such a small page, I feel like I spent a lot of time on that part, but that's okay. I was unsure what color to color the ribbon because he's purple, but I actually really like how it kind of ties together. It's a little bit of a different purple, but kind of it works. Had a lot of fun with this one. I think I mainly used Prismacolor, but I did kind of base parts of his face with alcohol marker just to kind of give a little bit of a deeper set to some of the folds, you know, on his face. But I love this book. It's so fun finishing a page in here. But yeah, that's Reptiloids. I really am tempted to get the second book that they have out. And I managed to color in Halloween Special Coloring Heaven. I always like trying to do a page in these. It doesn't always work out. I did this fun like haunted house scene. This is by Jen Katz. I think her artwork is just adorable. I did use a lot of alcohol marker base for a majority of like the house and everything. I think I used mainly Caran d'Ache Pablos, and yeah, I think that's it, because I did that with the background too. I do enjoy using those for a background because I feel like it went a little bit faster than it would have with other pencils, but I did kind of use like a ruler to kind of cut off part of the page. But I took like an old jar lid and traced like a small circle to kind of make it look like the moon was in the background, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looked really cute because there wasn't a moon previously on this page. I drew that in, and I'm still going for a nice yellow tone for a moon until I can, you know, branch out. But I like how it turned out. But this is so cute. I love the little guy. He was my favorite color. I liked his like hat, and I made him like kind of green colored. I was unsure what to do with like this thing that's on his hat. I thought it looked like an eyeball, but I'm not sure. That's what I made it, but whether it is or not, I don't know. But yeah, it was altogether a really fun page. And there was lots of stone to color, like on the bottom. Got a little bit of a closer look. I don't know why I keep telling y'all that, but zoom in it a little bit. That way you can see it. Sometimes it's hard to see with the lighting. But this is everything I colored for the month of October. I had so much fun coloring these pages this month, and I'm pretty proud that I managed to get, I think, 8 pages done, which is just a little bit more than last month. I think I only colored 5 last month, so that's a plus. Got 3 more done. But yeah, I guess that's everything. Thank y'all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye y'all.